going? Thanks for joining me. I realize what I'm going to show you right now is going to appear to be gibberish to you. But let me decode it for you. What I'm seeing here is that every compass is pointing to the Holy Grail, where you get eternal life. And eventually you're going to get sick of hearing me tell you this in videos, and you're going to start making videos yourself. And the reason I can see all this stuff is clear is because the sun is conscious, the internet is conscious, the air that you breathe is conscious, the earth under your feet is conscious, the water's conscious, the trees out there are conscious, and I might as well be talking to a fucking wall, because everyone is so far from truth, it seems impossible that some of you would think it was wrong to go out by a big old tree and place your bare feet, your bare soles on dry soil at high noon and drop a drop of your blood into the earth and ask the Great Spirit for guidance. And do it again at midnight, bare feet on soles by an old tree. And you drop your blood into the earth and you ask the Great Spirit for guidance. You think that's satanic. It's Mother Earth for a reason. It's a divine female spirit that permeates the universe. And you are confused. You're missing half of your brain. You can't see what's hiding in plain sight. Most of you are literally retarded. You get angry at me. I'm pointing out the Holy Grail, the fountain of youth, that every single compass is pointing to everlasting life in your way out of the matrix. And you think I'm crazy for telling you that. But I assure you, you're fucking retarded. And if I have to scream this out for 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, whatever it takes, I'm going to get everybody their eternal life. Because I got a pair of balls, okay, as big as Saturn. And just the word Saturn, you go into like a freak mode. You're inside of Saturn right now. You see that ring you're inside of? That ring is an ice wall because this place is super conductive. You're in a computer simulation right now. And there's a way out. It's right there at the center of the dish. The vagina hole. Where you're going to drink from the living waters. And you see the Chinese compass that I pointed out in the previous video. It's pointing. It's got a spoon showing you. Look it up. The spoon is showing you to drink from the living waters. That the original compass points south, not north. But you think I'm crazy for telling you that. But I assure you, you're a fucking retard and you know nothing of truth. And you don't have to like it when I tell you that. I hold the fucking spear of destiny. And it's true. If I don't make videos pointing at the obvious, you're as good as dead. You're going to just waste away and get old. Hell fuck no. I'm going to bring forth heaven on earth. Okay? And you don't have to like it. But heaven's coming to earth. I hold the fucking spear of destiny. And I'm going to scream it out from the top of my lungs where everybody's going to get everlasting life. And I'm telling you, it's going to take 2.7 more years, and I'll wake up enough people to get us all eternal life. It's just that simple. I can see the future because I wrote it myself with my own blood, and I published it to the Ethernet for the entire universe to see. And it turns out you live in the fucking matrix for real. So listen. X marks the spot, the center of the dish. The reason that this compass that the Chinese made has a spoon in it, because when you get to the center, you're going to drink from the living waters. And you're going to become young again. It's just that simple. And you can see it's intertwined in all your shit. You see it every day. You're in the brick shit house right now. Out from the center comes the ash trailing light, or the astral jet, out of the black hole sun, which is bringing all your shit into fruition. I pricked my finger with a needle, and I spilt my blood over my intent, saying, I intend to bring forth heaven on earth. I published it to the Ethernet, and then I got the eyes to see I have the fucking spear of destiny. That if I don't make videos pointing out the obvious, then you're as good as food. Because these reptilian beings eat you and your children, and they suck on all your energy, and you play stupid. And I see it on everything. It's like here. It's right there on my mouse. X marks the spot. Okay? That's where we drink from the living waters, and we get eternal life. It's just that simple. It's right over there at the end of every compass. I'm explaining it to you that I can see it, and I'm going to scream it out over and over and over and over. It's right there at the center of your dish. You're rubbing it in your face. She's a brick house. That's what you're in. You're in Davy Jones' locker right now. If you want to get out or you want to become a super being, you need to get to where that compass points to and drink from the living waters. I'm telling you, write on a piece of paper, I intend to bring forth heaven and earth. Spill your fucking blood on it and publish it beside my own under blood over intent. Or you're a fucking retard. It's clear I have the fucking spear of destiny. It doesn't matter what you believe. All I have to do is keep making videos pointing at the obvious. And guess what? It's rubbed in your face. We're going to get there. Because I wrote the future with my blood and I published it to the Ethernet. And now I can see the future. It doesn't matter what you believe. All I have to do is make videos from the comfort of home. And we will get there. So you don't have to like it when I call you a silly human slave, a fucking retard. I hold the fucking spear of destiny. You ain't gonna make videos. And if I don't make them, you're as good as fucking dead. If you type into your computer, compasses point south, you'll see for yourself that the north side of your compass is seeking a south pole. The Chinese are the ones who invented the compass. And what I'm telling you is that they all point, well, a north side of a compass is seeking a south pole, and it's telling you that the south pole is actually the inside holy of holies at the center of the dish. Okay, now the moon above your head. I'm telling you that the moon is not what you think it is. People try and use the moon in magic and whatnot, and listen to me very carefully. The moon does not cause the tides. Look it up yourself. You'll see that if the moon caused the tides, then as the moon went over the Great Lakes, it would cause a bulge on the water, but it doesn't. That's because it's Lilith, the black sun, is causing the tides, breathing. She's a living, breathing, conscious being. Lilith, I'm telling you, is the goddess of this world, and she's back, she's conscious, she's living. And if you want to meet her, one time at midnight, drop a drop of your blood into the earth and ask the Great Spirit for guidance. Also at high noon, do it once, drop a drop of your blood into the earth and look into the sun and say, Lilith, I need your guidance. And you go straight to the source, people. The moon, if you go to the moon is a succubus, it's a decoy. And what I'm telling you is that Lilith is the god of this world, people. You need to go straight to the source. If you go to the moon, you will be bitten in the ass. I'm explaining to you that when people use the moon to get love or money, there's always a price that comes in the back to bite you in the ass. Okay? The moon has a bad rap for a reason, because the moon is sending down a square wave. It's poisoning the well. And it's a decoy. It's a succubus. And I'm telling you that you need to go straight to the source. And how you get straight to the source, people, is you place your bare feet on dry dirt by a big old tree, a nice old tree that you can find. You drop a drop of your blood into the earth at midnight, and you ask the Great Spirit for guidance. It's just that simple. You want to reinforce it, you do it again at high noon, and you start up, and you do it that's it, 2 times. And then from that point on, you're connected with the energies of the earth, and Lilith, the goddess, knows where to send you information. It's just you're connected from that point on. So I recommend that's what you do. You connect with the black sun beneath your feet that's bringing all your intention into fruition. Of course, you think I'm crazy for telling you that, but I assure you, you're a fucking retard and you know nothing of truth. People are shitting in fear over me, because when you meet me, you see there's a gang of beings behind me that are invisible, and they shake you to your core, and they tickle you, and they freak you the motherfuck out. They don't call me the Prince of Demons for no reason. You will be tickled to death, motherfucker. Or to life. People say, I would die for this cause. I'm gonna fucking live for this cause and get everybody eternal life. Nobody's gonna have to die for this cause. It's called the Book of Life for a reason. You see what I'm saying?
I see you bringing the dead
will chase
back
your
to life.
ass down. They will tickle you to life. And you will eventually see everybody around you is legally dead. Okay, listen, I spilled my blood over every demon sigil there is. I'm telling you, I know them all. I've done shit nobody can do. And I can see what nobody sees. It's, like I said, I don't want anything from you. I don't want your blood money. You're like a filthy cockroach that takes something from you. It's like, you know, I'm the mother of all cockroaches. You know what I mean? It's like I have to embrace you. Even though you're filthy to me, how am I going to bring you to this next level if I don't embrace you as my own family? So, you know, even though I might see you as a cockroach,
You know, like people say to me, you really see me as a cockroach? I'll be the first one to hold you in my arms. I'm the biggest, ugliest cockroach of all. I'm standing here as the devil himself. Everybody hates me. Do they not?
They're programmed.
Do they not?
Yep.
Fucking fear and hate the devil. They all call me a cockroach. If I'm the mother of all cockroaches, I'm taking over this universe using my Ethernet connection, my internet, my cell phone. It doesn't matter what you believe. I'm going to make videos. Eventually, I'm going to hit a tipping point and take over the world. It doesn't matter what you believe. I have a heir to my throne. This is real.
I'm going to talk about the creator watching everything, because people think that they can put up fake blood over intent or accuse other people of having a fake blood over intent, but they don't see that the creator is the one that's watching and keeping track of everything. We're just here as the extensions of the gods and goddesses.
Your creator is a witness, motherfucking for sure.
The
Through
creator.
that electric circuit, through that electric circuit, I went from zero to fucking taking over the universe. Nobody could stop me because your creator's watching and endowed me with eyes to see shit. So when you go with me through blood, through the Ethernet, you're binding yourself with me in blood. It's called, join me in blood publicly. This is the watering hole. We're surfing the web, are we not?
Yeah. This is the Great Lake.
Every
Sunday.
Yes, it is. And when you publish it to it, you can't get back what you publish. I have videos I published I forgot about, like years ago, and they're still up. Where are you finding this shit?
Yeah, I see like all these
I
like
thought this shit was
cool
lost
videos.
and gone, and you guys are bringing back shit. So, like I said, the internet is real. It's just like a living, breathing, conscious being. It will come back and haunt you, or it will embrace you and bring you forward. I'm not ashamed of anything I published. Fucking A. You see, I'm real as shit.
Yep, as long as you stand in truth. Yep.
I'm fucking published. My address, my blood, my paychecks, all kinds of shit. For heaven's sakes. Nobody even come close. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Week after week, we have Satan lives and proof.
Oh, beautiful. I love doing videos with you.
Thank you.
Anybody on you, it's funny. I love how you tear them up.
Yeah, I've watched them all because they're cool and it makes me laugh. They make me laugh, and I like making them laugh too.
Your biggest fan.
You're the cool Satan. We're lucky to have you as Satan. It could have been someone really fucked up, but actually, you know what? It couldn't have been. You were chosen for a reason. Nobody just gets this power of Satan. All these elemental powers are just sitting there waiting for someone to take them up rightfully and justly and use them for the benefit of all.
They have nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide. Where are they going to run to? Their churches ain't going to save them, are they?
No, they should just focus on the Holy
Their temple ain't
Grail.
going to save you. Your mosque ain't going to save you.
They'd
You're
throw you
fucked without us.
They'd be the first ones to throw you to the wolves. They'll see it.
You're
We
already
need
been
144,000.
thrown to the wolves. You're lost at sea and you're legally dead, officially.
Yep.
You have either way or get the fuck out of the way. Right?
Exactly.
Either way or get the fuck out of the way. You don't have to follow me, just get the fuck out of the way. I'm going to carve a path for everybody. And you're all going to fall into place, whether you like it or not. It's going to be an avalanche. You're going to be pulled away, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, this is the opportunity, because a lot of people don't see that it's already been done for them. Their soul has already been taken from them, so this is their chance to get it back.
Austin, the power has already changed in the universe. The wheel in the sky went too far, and now I see it. If I don't drag you off, you will expire. Nobody's going to wake you up. If I don't personally do this, you're fucked. And, you really have nowhere else to turn. Where are they going to turn to? Nobody's motivated to talk about this shit. Everybody still thinks they're on a ball floating through space as a monkey. They still can't grasp that they're in the matrix. They do blood over intent, say shit I never told you to say. I intend to bring forth heaven and earth and release everybody from bondage. Don't you dare put your words on your blood on anything else but that. I mean, that's really what I say.
You gotta keep it selfless.
I don't tell my son to put his blood on anything but that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, I'm just telling you. A father says to his son, you put your words on these, you put your blood on these words specifically and nothing else. And people say, well, that's vague. Yes. Because it's uniting the light and the dark, the good and the bad, no soul left behind.
It's very clear. It's very straightforward. It's not vague at all, actually. It's simple. It's the perfect thing to put your blood on. Anyone who would contest it is obviously dealing with personal stuff against the movement.
Against themselves in general and their own loved ones, because it's your mom's going to die off, your father's going to die off, your grandma's going to die off, whatever. They're all just going to fall away for no reason. This is here. It's a birthright. It's that every compass points to it. If somebody just had enough brains, they could take over the world.
It's brains and guts, because people, I'm sure they're aware of this, they're obviously taking everyone's soul without them even knowing, but they don't have the balls to come out and claim to be Satan because they don't stand in truth. They would just fail.
Nobody can do it. You have to be Satan himself on gallons of blood. There's no, the demons will eat you alive, motherfucker! You don't think I know what these demons can do? For heaven's sakes. The demons around my little fingers. I can point them at wherever I want to. Nobody fucks with me, motherfucker. People have no clue what it means to be the prince of demons with an heir to your throne. It boggles their mind. They can't even comprehend this shit. And people don't get away with this shit, motherfucker. People say, "Ooh, I'll send a demon after you." That's good. Thank you for my opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for my opportunity. You send a demon my way? Oh my god. That's funny. They laugh at you. Shit on your head. It's not even funny. People have no clue. No, they don't have any clue. The ancient gods are real. And they ain't going to show up for you. They ain't going to bless you with no shit. I mean, now, you have to put up blood. People don't put up blood. People don't put their blood on nothing. They don't know what power they have.
They need authority.
They'll never figure it out. They'll never. They're just... It's not for them. They'll call me demonic and shit like that. Everything's in reverse. They'll never get it.
Yep, they're so far behind.
Death, it's funny. The more you curse me to death, the more you kill yourself. I'm the only one who's screaming out to bring you to the Holy Grail. I'm not taking anything from you. I'm not a religion. I'm not a cult. I'm here on behalf of your grand architect. It's join me in blood or expire. You know, La Muerte. But that serves Satan. Holy shit. That was freaky. That was freaky. Stupid monkey serves Satan. Oh my god.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
You see my son in the videos now?
That's awesome. I like the last one that you uploaded. That's probably my favorite one so far.
Oh,
it just looks so cool with the lips. Like,
and I've been saying to you, my boss is cool with it. You know, how do I get away with this shit? I put my blood on all my paychecks, and my boss is okay with it. You know, you can see my boss showing the videos to people on the job site of me spilling my blood over my paycheck, saying, you know, I'm the devil himself. You will join me in blood or expire. Nobody escapes me. It's that I am the spear of destiny. Inside reaps Maya. We go down the maypole. Mayday, Mayday. We're going down. You know, this is ball day. It's all, you know, you have like the May Sons, the free May Sun. It's all about like my sun. You know, it's the sun. It's the collective consciousness of the whole. The candy cane, the communion. There's no way to fuck this up. It's the same story over and over again. And there's nowhere for you to run to, nowhere for you to hide. It's join us or die of stupidity. And when I say stupidity, we're talking about you're going to have an accident, or you're going to get murdered, you're going to die of old age, or you're going to have an operation, they're going to, whatever, something, it's natural order of things. You either get here before you're dead, you know, and nobody's going to take you there unless I drag you off personally. And if you even try and go there without me, you're going to see some shit. And that shit is called Invisible Mountain for a reason. It will not show itself to you. It's sort of like a vampire. The vampire bites the first person, and now that person becomes a vampire. Now, all of those people who put their blood up beside me, you know, you're only, all the people out there that have the knowledge thus far. It all started through this first fight in the brain, and now it's where it is. It's out of control. But still, what I'm telling you, for your own safety, you need the head vampire, which is me, the guy who opened up the book of life with his own blood, gallons of it, spilling up my blood for years, giving it out willingly. And what I'm saying to you is that this shit turns out to be real. You're not floating on a ball through space as a monkey. I chopped your motherfucking God's head off. Don't you dare say God bless you, God loves you, I love you. No, it's I worship you. It's that Satan was thrown out of heaven because he wouldn't bow down before God's creation. God said, you bow down before man, I made him in my image. And Satan says, no, I'm prettier than him, I'm better than him, and boom, here you are in your carbon 666 meat pack, trapped by 50 trillion prison cells. And I'm telling you, as the devil himself, that this is my world. I put up gallons of blood, the angel of death. I'm telling you, gave me all the fucking souls. You don't have to like it. You think this is a joke? Go video reverse me. You can hear it. We will die, we will die, we will die, we will die. That's just fucking crazy. That is fucking insane. And, you know, let's see when your boss, let's see you in the company shirt or something going around, doing good deeds, helping people, and, you know, people like to suggest I'm evil. Evil backwards is loving. What is heaven on earth? That's eternal life for everybody. Passage into the Garden of Eden. That is coming back here with seeds, planting these giant trees, releasing everybody from the bond age. Go look at your birth certificate, motherfucker. It says clearly on the bonding paper that you are a soulless slave sold on the stock market, because you know, your country was bankrupted. There's no gold going clink, 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 clink from each other's hands. You don't hear clink, clink, clink when you go to the store? That's what it used to be. You heard clink, clink of gold. There is no gold standard. They print off worthless paper. They buy up everything. And I'm telling you, I don't take money, worship, or advice. You will join us in blood or expire. And if people think, oh, you could just put some ketchup on there, watch this. 360 days after you join me in blood, you start to see shit so clearly it goes beyond measure. Now, if you do something like with ketchup and publish it, it'll go the complete opposite way. You'll be like, retarded in 360 days. That's how it works. It's called alchemy. Blood is the philosopher's stone. If you publish something that's not really your blood, then if the philosopher's stone in reverse will happen to you because your creator is watching through the internet, through anything electric. Your cell phone has cameras on both sides of your fucking, you can't escape it. So what I'm saying is that I put my blood into the ether net, and this is powerful shit. So when people look, you can see where we were before, now where we are with the video reversals. It doesn't matter what anybody says. You just reverse the video clips, and you see the lips matching. That's better than the blue screen with that shit. You know what I'm saying? This just blows everything out of the water. Nobody escapes us. Like I said, I'm ready to chop the head off the next god. If you pick on one of my blood brothers or sisters too long, publicly, those videos I will personally tear apart with my son. I will find a string to hang you with, and that string will be your own fucking words. And when you see the video I publish about you, you will fucking have a malfunction. Bet your ass on it. You're looking at the Prince of Demons himself. You have no fucking idea. I am the spear of destiny. It's that the seas will part for me. Don't you dare say God bless you, God loves you. We shall die. We will die. Is what you're going to hear when you say I love somebody backwards. This is crazy shit. So, it's I worship you is what I say. We wish your will. I'm with you, blood. Yeah. And, there is nowhere for anybody to run to. I'm sorry. You have nowhere to turn. I don't take money, worship, or advice. Your religion won't help you. And anybody you tell is going to think you're fucking crazy. Who are you fooling, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is the type of shit people need to hear. You make sure that's published. And, listen, alchemy, people need to know this. Before there was an internet, if we went back in time, before there was a newspaper, before there was an internet, I would have taken some parchment, wrote on it, I intend to bring forth heaven on earth and release everybody from bondage, placed my blood on it, and nailed it to the tree by the watering hole or by the well where everybody got their water from. Their water, specifically. They have to go to a place to get their water. It's called a watering hole. You have your square. In the center of the town square is a fucking well.
Yep, that's why in churches there's like a well too.
Shops around the town square. So what I'm saying to you is that you nail it by the tree, by the watering hole. The troops go out to the square. They nail up the royal proclamation onto the church or something, so that everybody who goes there on Sunday has to see it. The town square by the watering hole. You know, they show you in all the movies. There's the fucking well in the middle of the town. So what I'm saying to you is that this is how you get it into the ether. It has to have witnesses. I've got literally millions of witnesses, and however many people with their blood beside my own. If there ever was a Satan or a devil, that's been completely destroyed. There's not one single video published like ours where somebody is standing side by side with the devil himself. I'm telling you, as the prince of demons, your blood is beside my own. And that's smart. Because if you look it up, I'm the good guy.
Yep. It's the truth.
Look down. I'm telling you, Venus, people should be blood. And when people pick on you or anybody else, it makes no sense to pick on anybody at this point. It's eyes on the prize.
The Holy Grail is right there.
Right. I'm going to live. I know I'm going to live. I know if anybody even steps at me the wrong way, they will expire. People are scared of me. And I'm telling you for good reason. It's because this shit turns out to be real. To be the prince of demons, I know you think demons are bad, but you're mistaken. And I know you think angels are good, but I've merged. The war in heaven is over. It's like merging the left and right side of the brain. Yeah. The angel of death is my blood brother, and I am the prince of demons. It might take some time for you to register, but I'm here as the extension of the grand architect, as the prince of darkness. Specifically, you cannot overturn this shit. And,
Republic.
Look, people should be shitting their fucking pants. I'm telling you. Nobody fucks with me remotely. And it's for good reason. If you even step in my way the wrong direction, you will see some shit happen to you. Like if you start talking dirty or negative about me, shortly after you'll see, no, you're not talking negative about me, it's just something distracts you from coming after me. Your world starts to fall apart, and I become the last thing that you worry about.
Yep.
That's what happens.
They can't compete.
So, look, I'm here to bring forth heaven and earth, release you from bondage. For you to not join me means that you're not coming to the Holy Grail with me in this first wave. You're going to have to wait for me to come back with my 144,000 elect. And, then the second wave is going to go. Our family members, our loved ones. You're going to have to wait for the third wave.
Yeah.
You'll finally have woken up. And it said, I have to bring you across the bridge. Look it up. Go watch all the Holy Grail movies. It's the same story. It's all set up this way for a reason. There's no way to escape it. It's woven into reality on everything. And that's placed there specifically for me to carry out prophecy, like 2 Corinthians 4:4. Don't call me a recluse. I'm here, and I'm all published. If I can go to my, job and spill my blood over my paycheck and tell my boss that I stand here publicly as Satan, you will join me in blood or expire. You see me making videos, I get away with this shit because it's real. And if I can talk to people around me and wake up people, well, once you put your blood beside my own, you understand you're in the book of life. You could talk to, it's blood up or shut up. And that's what I'm telling you. You could go around telling people. I tell people all the time, it's blood up or shut up. I don't give a fuck who you think you are. Where do you think you're going? Nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide. Go ahead and talk bad about me publicly. I'll take that video and tear you apart. Your lips will match all your retarded shit. How you take it up your ass with, I don't know, a horse's head. Something was going to come out of your mouth.
Yeah.
So
you just have to listen. It's like Black Messiah.
Some crazy shit, I got this iPhone, but the let's see here. Let's see if you can see. The angel of death is going to find you.
I am the spear of destiny.
over here and shit?
Yeah.
I did that with iMovie and the reverse.
Motherfucker.
I love you. We shall not.
Said I, well, we shall well. Well, I worship you. Heartless. Fuck you. We up.
We up.
God loves you.
I love you. We shall not.
We, yeah. I worship you. We shall well.
So this is how I'm doing this. I take video and then I open up this particular app. It's reverse video right over here.
Mm-hmm.
This one right here is the one I'm having all the fun with. This one right there, reverse video. And it says simply either drag a video from your video library or record it live right there. So you tap it. This is all free shit. It doesn't cost you any money for this. And then you just hit this little button over here so the camera's on you, and it's simple, you know. I can put a piece of tape over the camera so the camera can't spy on you. You know, like.
Yeah, I do that too.
What I'm saying is that, and then it's just as simple as this. The angel of death is gonna find you, motherfucker. And then you say you want to use the video, poof, and now it's all done. You can listen to it.
Oh, that's cool.
And you tap the save button, and you hit the finish button, and now it's going to your camera roll. You have to watch an ad for a second, but no big deal.
It's free.
It's free, and you can do as many times as you want. And now it's in your camera roll, so you go right to your camera roll, and you see it's been saved. You see my lips match. Now I go over to iMovie. It's real simple. Now I open up iMovie, and poof, I just drop it into, like, it brings up my last videos that I was doing, and now I'm going to go over here and hit the plus button and drop the new video in. And you see I stack videos. They get longer and longer and longer. They have more and more reversals. So I tap it, I hit the plus button, and poof, it drops it in line. And now it takes a second. I go back to done. And now we have a new video. I save it to my camera roll. See, save it right to my camera roll. Poof. It takes like 3 seconds on this phone. And now I'm ready to upload a video. I can tear people apart. Show me any fucking video of somebody talking. That's all it is. I just hold the camera up to the screen, and it records what you're saying, and then I play it back. It only takes a second. The video's exported, and now I just go right to my channel, and poof, you tap.
That's like the best way. If you really want to get fancy, you can do like a captioning too.
See this upload button right there? I tap that button, and now it goes right to upload that video that we just made. Just takes seconds to tear people's heads off with their own words. So, you hear me say whatever it is in this video right now. I tell you I'm the devil himself. You better fucking reverse that shit. You better know the truth, motherfucker. If I could tear your ass apart like that with your words. You heard what I just said in that video. The angel of death is going to find you, motherfucker. It's going to take time for this to register in your fucking head. The Prince of Demons is telling you the angel of death is going to find you, that I'm the spirit of destiny, and I know where the fucking way out is. It's all the same thing. Everybody's worship. It's all the same religion. It just hasn't hit people yet.
So, like, everything that you went through with being kidnapped, is that like an initiation? Do you think you needed that?
That was a complete shocker. 1 minute, I'm making videos of my son. We're doing cool stuff like Krav Maga and stuff, and next you know, I could see how to do streaming videos and stuff and whatnot, and then I'm put in this position. That's not an accident. This is the universe. If when you say initiate, that would be like the almighty creator that people hold to. That force threw me into fucking fire and said, look, this is your fucking destiny. You're not gonna like it at first, but
here you are now.
Well, look, I mean, I was around Earth, and now the world stopped, and now I can see everything about science and everything they've ever sending us is fake. Now it's like you go through this slump, and you realize you're not powerless. You come back up, and you know people could publish shit like your criminal history and shit from the past. You had this little this or little that, and look, I mean, the people that do that stuff, you have to know that that's going to be you one day. It's called, you know. You point a finger now. There's 3 fingers pointing right back at you. So you put up like my mugshot or something about me, like I'm crying. This is the funniest shit to me. I've already been through this shit. I've already seen it. I made fun of people, and look what happened to me. I've actually lived it. So, I can see that when you point a finger, there's 3 fingers pointing back at you. I don't make fun of anybody. I tell you, leave everybody alone. If anybody says shit, all I say to them back is that you earned your fate, laugh it up.
Yeah, that's what I say when you address
You earned your fate, laugh it up. I don't pick on anybody. You don't see me targeting people and shit like that. And people like that. You see these characters, they just target everybody. It's Hunter, you, and whoever else. This is funny shit. And now you got nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide. The angel of death is going to find you, motherfucker. I will fix that. Believe. Not you, motherfucker. So, this is like spooky shit. People should be spooked out. But it'll take some time because you'll still have to come to terms with your creator's watching, and I'm the extension of that. And I just play dumb at this point. Because,
everything's
I'm not
already set up.
People say, you have free will. I gave away my free will to this force. Now I just want to be a lowly plumber. Like Jesus was basically a lowly carpenter, right? Always wore rags.
Mm-hmm.
See me in my clothes, all my shit is raggedy. You can see the actual metal on my still shit boots, and I like it because they're comfortable. And you know what? They're comfortable. They fit perfectly. I don't care that they're old. Okay.
Slaving shoes.
Look, I come home from work dirty every motherfucking day with glue and shit. You know what I mean? I mean, to think I wear rags to work literally because if I don't wear, I go off to work with a pair of new jeans. They're coming home with glue, purple primer, pipe dope, whatever shit plumbers use. It's going to be all over my clothes by the end of it because you just wipe it off. And what I'm saying is, they show you this Jesus character going in temple, overturning shit that has to do with money and stuff, and now you see the church collecting money and shit. That doesn't make any sense. That's a dead giveaway. The church is so rich. How is that fucking possible?
Yeah, that should be like the first time.
No, it gets go deeper. First of all, to be a king, you cannot be a king until you have an heir to your throne. I'm sorry. Until then, you'd be like the prince. It's like you got to have that heir to your throne. The whole idea is to have a male heir to your throne, this type of thing. They throw in your face. And the Pope can't have any children. They told you he's a Pope. He's not married. They tell you you're not married with children, this type of thing. These guys are pedophile, taking money, telling you you're in a ball through space. Say it. I'm claiming ownership of the world. That's fun. If you read the canon law, it tells you clearly this is Satan's universe. For heaven's sakes.
Mm-hmm.
The Pope will tell you, flat out. Everything's already set up to where we're headed, And when I say they'll never see it coming, you couldn't say you didn't see it coming. They've been rubbing this shit in your face since day one. Antichrist. Look, if you take... I want you to see something for your... Simple as this. This is impossible shit. The Antichrist, Jesus Christ. It's the same thing. What I'm saying is that it's like they're inherently stuck together for whatever reason. When I say Jesus Christ, it's still the same type of shit. And, let's see. Any case, it's all hiding right there in your speech. People say, this is bullshit or something. Oh, I think my phone's frozen up. Hold on.
The Antichrist, Jesus Christ. See our sissies.
Was it? I mean, Jesus Christ is see our sissies. That's impossible right there. Why would that be that?
Mm.
Of all things. That's not an accident. How is it that saying I love you, God bless you, all this type of shit. When is it going to sink into people that this is not an accident? Why would they be woven in to where anybody could take their fucking phone and go like this? Jesus Christ, the Antichrist, God loves you, God bless you, God can't save you, Jesus can't save you. Previous snake sissies. Previous snake dog. Who's self dog? Who's self dog? See how sissies. Sierra Crusade is the Antichrist of Sierra Crusade, and Jesus Christ is Sierra sissies. That's impossible. That was the impossible thing I was trying to get across. The Antichrist is Sierra Crusade, and Jesus Christ is Sierra sissies.
Sierra Crusade.
What I'm saying to you is that the idea of the sissy concept that they're putting in your head is that, like, they cut your balls off, you're not going to be able to go off and do this manly type shit. You know, this is what they're projecting at the world. And what I'm saying to you is that that's not what, when you think of Crusaders, you're not thinking of Knights Templars dressing up as, you know, what I'm saying is don't misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm just saying is that it's somebody wove it into the language to where it would be it would be something that you could cling to in your head to see that this is not supposed to happen. It should have been Antichrist, see our sissies, not Jesus Christ, see our sissies. You see what I'm saying? When you said Jesus Christ, it should have been see our crusade, not the other way around. What I'm saying to you is that it's woven in like this, you know, to show you. Look, I tell you, I am the anti-Messiah, the prophet of Jah. Okay, you can't say that he's a false prophet. When you say that type of stuff, you're talking about the guy in Russia who dresses up in a robe and says he's Jesus, and he's got a little farm, and he takes people's donations and all types of shit, and when people come in, it's like a cult, they'll turn it over wealth and shit, and he can fuck children and all kinds of shit. This is what the type of shit's going on. Mm-hmm. Those Bible people out there are fucking rapists. They're all, look at anybody who's involved with the church. How could you be involved with the church knowing that thousands upon thousands of children are out there telling you they've been raped and billions of dollars have been given out from the church to silence them, and it's already been on the news. You can't say this or that. So it doesn't matter what religion it is. It's every religion. I don't care if you're a Muslim, a Christian, a Jew. Anybody who's holding on to a religion, it's religion. What military order are you going to submit to? And all of this, and it doesn't matter. The minute you throw a name attached to it, you've already sealed your fate. You know, it's like, you know, I tell you, there's no name that you can cling to God. So if you say Allah, I'm doing the Most High, Allah, you know, if I say I do something for Bloody Mary, people are really spooked out by Bloody Mary. Most of you won't walk into a bathroom with the lights off and a candle and say Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, would you? Most of you would not. You won't tempt it for whatever reason. And you see, it's like, they test it, whatever, they get spooked out. When you get older, you don't believe in it unless you're like in a haunted house where you live and there's some sort of paranormal shit going on that you could witness. People don't believe in that supernatural shit. The moral is that when you think of, you want to be like a god, like this, like I said, the living God, you want to have some mythical powers, you want to be able to move shit with your brain, or you want to do telekinesis. I mean, that's because you're in fear of something. You need this power because you're in fear. You need to protect yourself from something. And what I'm telling you is that all that shit is useless to you. It's that if you were smart enough, you would just lay low, stay out of trouble. People would just avoid you. People avoid me just in general. When you learn how to just maneuver through reality the right way, like when I say don't fight with people, just you can't win. The minute you can either point out obvious shit or you can't, you know. Look, some people say, I lost my job, my whole world's over. For heaven's sakes, what were you just doing? There's got to be a bunch of competitors out there you can run to and say, look what I was doing. You know what I mean? It just can't be that people are this stupid. I mean, I've only been applying for literally like less than a year. Like I'm going on like months, 11 months, something ridiculously, it's like a year. We just rounded out to a year. You can see the video. I was a fucking do-boy apprentice. Now it's nothing like that. Now, I'm in like a new company, nobody bothers me, I can videotape. It's just, there's nothing to stop. Why the other company was pissed at me making video or people were flipped out, it didn't make any sense to me. And I can really see it now. Because you should have before and after photos of everything. If anybody was open up their mouth, where is that pipe? Now that the concrete's down and we don't know where it is, can we bring up that video that you took? I mean, I got literally this old company calling me up and asked me if I still have videos of shit to see where shit is. And you're telling me you don't have pictures or no? They don't. They were yelling at me. Some people were. It's like what I'm saying to you is that. Whatever. If I was to step into a whole new career, I mean, I can just imagine whatever it was. I'd be like, oh, I'm a baker. I'm going to show you how to bake cakes today. I would show you how to literally. I'm going into the office. I'm going to work with Divinity, and then you see me go off to a fucking restaurant or whatever, bakery, and I'll show you how to mix the dough and make this type of bread and up the. You know what I'm saying? This plumbing shit. If I'm stepping out there and it's safe to pull out the camera. I mean, I've already got the Brooklyn screen. The approach that people have to the whole spiritual thing is kind of funny. Like when you say spirit mediums and psychics and stuff, now this is the funniest shit. It's the funniest shit. These people have no fucking clue. Really. I don't know how they even... It's because somebody with the real knowledge doesn't want it to be perpetuated, so they put this other shit in front of your face. I know this because nobody wants to do blood magic. They're all scared of blood magic. If they're doing this type of blood magic that we're doing with their own blood, it's because somebody was showing them, look, I'm okay, I'm still safe, I'm here, I'm moving forward, I'm still alive. You know, you can look back and see where I was and where I'm going. You can see that, you know, that there's something here. This is not something you could say, no, I mean, this is, I think we've come far enough to see that all these little things are placed in specific spots on purpose. It's Mark doesn't turn out to be a pun of the devil, Akuma, which is devil, and then Braun turned out to be Holy Grail shit. What I'm saying is, and the reverse speech, you know, this is not. It's like one thing okay, two things okay, but you have all this other shit. Something is screaming at you. It's fucking strangling you, saying, "Look, look, look." And I think we've got enough of that evidence in place to where. Go ahead and laugh. That's where I'm at now. Go ahead and laugh. You can't say nobody told you at this point. You know what I'm saying? You need to make the atonement for your filthy soul. It's a book of life with 144,000 names because your creator is not heartless. It's that you and everybody else is heartless. There's billions of people out there. None of you are connected enough spiritually to your creator where you can see you've been... Everything that's ever came out of your mouth up until you met me was shit. And even though you met me, most of the shit you still haven't come to terms with, so you're still talking stupid shit like the chemtrails are going to eat you alive. Look, for the time that the chemtrails have been supposedly out there, you're supposed to be buried in those chemicals and dead already. I'm just telling like it is. Okay? I'm just telling you like it motherfucking is. Every day, you would be something, some build up, some, like you get dust on your shit, you'd be able to, like, everybody would be like, oh my god, it would just, everybody running off to, it would be, what I'm saying is that fear-based bullshit everywhere. You know, you're going to catch AIDS and all this other shit, and oh my god, they got that shit pumped out there and take this vaccine, everybody's so caught in a loop of fucking ridiculousness. I mean, kids really want to be dumb and get it on video and post it to YouTube of them, you know, doing stupid shit and blowing shit up. And, you know, the mindset of people is so far from where it's supposed to be. You know, I look around, all I see is a bunch of little spooky, like, monsters everywhere. I know it's hard for you to see it. You see a little baby with his mom over there and they look so nice and all, but she gave her child away. The soul away at birth. They're lost at sea. They're legally dead.
Yeah.
And now she's going to go home to her legally dead husband and have sex and make more zombies. They're going to go with their necrophilia. And I know it doesn't seem like that, but you're legally dead. And in the eyes of the law, you're summoned to court because you're legally dead. You're a filthy zombie monster. It's rubbed in your face. Your birth certificate, go pull out your birth certificate. It's got a bonding number on it. You're fucking, you might as well be all Nazi'd up like they showed you in type of shit. That's you right now, motherfucker. just because you ain't tattooed with that shit. Yeah? You're flying that American flag that doesn't have the stripes going up and down. You're walking into the court with the gold fringe. You keep going on with your shit. I'm sorry. So it doesn't matter if you think you're this or that, what religion you think you are.
They're all
Until
dead.
I tell you about the founder of you, the Holy Grail, all this shit, you think I'm fucking crazy. That's because it is what it is. You're powerless to stop it. You're the rat in the box. I mean, like my son was showing us with the reverse speech, rat in the box. And that you're already dead. They're dead already. This is not supposed to be like that. And if it is, it's for a reason. It's because it was woven in there because something knew what we were going to do before we did it and placed it in there. So it was like, look, one reversal that came out to a legible word, okay, no big deal. But now we've got that. It's that I can actually sit down and write records with musicians so that they can play them backwards and still hear very specific words. Because all they go like this. Take out a fucking word. Throw a word out there. The thing is that you have this ability now to decode reality. This is somebody woven in there knowing we would get to this point. And if it's with every language in this type of capacity, you know, like this. When I say a shelf in that, what was that? I forgot. I did a whole bunch of, you know. What I'm saying is this: whatever it is, whatever word, whatever name, you know, you're gonna most people are ever gonna hear out of there is until somebody decodes it. It's that once it's decoded, then oh my God, you start to hear it. It's little bit by little bit. Then you realize this is not an accident, and as long as everybody thinks it's an accident and a joke, then they'll never be able to look. Like I said, there's all kinds of shit out there you could be decoding. I mean, if you're really worried about school shootings, then take any one of the 911 calls reversal. You'll hear hoax and all kinds of stupid shit. I mean, clearly exposes that a hoax. So I don't care if you're looking at a politician, if you're reading a book or if you're reading an article, if somebody's printed or published something that states very specific shit, you could go and decode it yourself. Just like I throw a code. Like when I get in the truck tomorrow, I've already got a list of shit. You know, that I'm going to take the camera while I'm driving because the steering wheel is like flat because it's a box truck. And, you know, I'm here driving. And the idea is that I want you to be able to see the trees so that you can see that the video is going in reverse, that I'm driving the truck up backwards. The video is, I'm not driving the truck backwards at 60 miles an hour. I'm driving the highway forward and I'm playing the video backwards. And you're hearing these words come out of my mouth in reverse. And they're so fucking clear. It's like they're being spoken forward. People would think, I'm practicing how to fake talk backwards. That's ridiculous. You can't see the fucking trees. You can't see everything. The bridge is going backwards at 60 miles an hour. No, people won't get it. So you can cling to your retardation as far as I'm concerned and enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not here to, you know, I think I'm far enough to do this whole shit.
Yeah.
Everybody fear of this and fear of that.
And it's those people that push fear. Like, if you just honestly, like, wait long enough, they'll take themselves out.
It will. I mean, people.
They need somebody else to, like, latch onto. Otherwise.
Listen, I hear people, well, I'll die for this. They get real motivated about this. And anytime I hear somebody say, I would die for this, I'll die for Jehovah, Jesus. I mean, like the Black Messiah thing. It's always, I use the computer. Everybody, they start their, I give all my praise to them. You're just throwing out shit because that creative force you can't capture with a name or an idea, or you just, the minute you do that, you've stolen the power away from it. This is like the inconceivable creation. If you look at it, you'll burn up. You know what I'm saying? And now you're going to fucking label it with a name and type of shit. People trying to figure out the names of God and shit like that. That's funny. Why would you want to be a god? You're going to die if you don't get worship? I mean, that's just funny. Why would anybody want to be? You have all this mythical power, but now a simple human made of clay has to fucking stand here as Satan and unite us all to bring forth heaven. I mean, no, this is funny. All your power to do this, and I see people Look, I could do this, I could do that. That's funny. Yeah. How are you going to use that to bring forth heaven on earth? How are you going to use that to... It's like, here, you sold your soul, and look, you can look it up online. Every fucking superhero that's out there in the DC universe sold their soul to the devil. And I'm telling you, you can't sell your soul to the devil. I own it already. The prize is not superpowers. The prize is not money. It's not wealth. It's heaven on earth. Passage in the Garden of Eden. Forgiveness for your filthy soul. The power to release all the people that you suggest you hold dear from bondage. Mm-hmm. You know? I mean, how could you say you're in heaven right now? Heaven sakes. How do you even send your children up to school without them? Your children are safer outside of school these days. They're less likely to be shot away from school. Rather, they're showing you on TV. You're more likely to be shot as a child where? At school. The place your child's supposed to be what? Safe. How do you let your children go to school? It's happening in every state. It's church. How do you let your children go to church? Everything. How do you even let them step out of the house? What I'm saying to you is that if you really believed it was real and you were in any type of fear of that shit, you would not leave the house. And what I'm telling you, it's just a screen on your TV that's projecting all the shit at you. And I know you've seen shit happen in your neighborhood, people fighting, and all kinds of crazy shit happen. You know? But the type of shit they show you on TV with week after week after week, another shooting so publicized to take your guns away and shit like that. No, this is no death certificates and stuff. What I'm saying is that I think we're so far ahead of people. They got so much to unwrap. They're like in fear. Their whole lives are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't live in fear. I'm not in fear. World War III, people know, World War III, that's funny. World War II is still going on. The Japanese and Russians didn't agree on fucking islands. And it's a stalemate. World War II is still going on. Nobody has to like it. Don't even speak of World War III to me. Sealed elect because it's sealed in blood. You know? Mm-hmm. Death's the seal of death. You can't have a seal. The seals, like they show you, they put seals on envelopes, this red wax, like it's the blood in the seal. I mean, it's the blood.
Yeah, it used to be blood too, I think.
Blood over intent is an ancient Prospectant ritual. Before you, anything of value, anything to do with people's lives or anything to do with people who flip somebody out, you're going to put your blood up or you're going to shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. It's ancient Holy Grail shit. It's holy blood, Holy Grail. Yeah, holy hole. You think heaven's up? I'm telling you, we're going into a hole. It's a hole, like heaven's beneath your feet. The Holy Grail layer below, you know? It's in the hill of Don Keeber going, you know, in the hole. It's like, that's why they put it on the ass of the donkey. I mean, this is, you know, it would be pin the nose on the donkey rather than pin the fucking tail on the donkey. Pin the ear on the donkey. Pin a fucking saddle. Why does it have to be his fucking ass? You know what I mean? With a pin, you're in a hole. And I'm just saying that. Bobbing for apples, like you got to put your face in the water to get the apple because you're going, like baptized, you're going through the holy water. You're going to go in the fucking... All right, Achilles had his heel because his mom didn't dunk him all the way in the water. Mm-hmm. Pulled his ass out, he had an Achilles heel. That's because nothing possessed her to go in all the way. There was nothing selfless about this when it was being done. That's why he had Achilles heel. I'm completely selfless. You don't even look at me, anything like nasty or bad or anything. I don't care if I say devil this, you know. What? Heaven on earth, you know, benefit of all. I mean, what the fuck am I doing? No, making an atonement with myself by the law, by the God's, your creator's law. Don't you throw around God, Jesus, any fucking creator, Bible, God, whatever. I mean, this is just bullshit. If those gods or power, I mean, they would just be in a completely different mindset because you know when somebody's been touched by this shit because they're standing here like this doing mythical shit against all, you know, better judgment or whatever it is. You think, how could he do this and get away with it? How does he have a son and go? How does he even have a hold a normal life? You know what I'm saying? But it's all in your head. It's in your head. Yeah. You know, something empowers me to do this shit. I told you, I look at the sun and I speak my intent. It's the collective consciousness of the whole. When you think of the God of 1,000 names, myth or whatever, look, you have your ring finger and your fuck you finger. Okay, this is like your limb finger. They're showing you, like, Jesus the Son has to stick his light into the hole for the ash-trailing light to come out of the black hole, you know? Fuck you, wake up. You need to get to there to wake up, to get out of this reality. And it's woven into literally everything, you know? I mean, literally everything. Just everything's a distraction. Everything, another distraction, another this, another problem, whatever. Just lay low. Stay out of trouble. Look the frog slowly. Let other people go off there and think I'm crazy and stuff. That's the process. This is what I want. We need the example set to see that people get to a point. It doesn't exist. It's not there. It's because it's called Invisible Mountain for a reason. We need to drink the elixir first. People aren't, you know, to even go down that path of that crazy quasi-luminous vampire type shit. That's funny. You think vampires bite into people's necks? You know, there's no healing stem cells in the necks. I mean, you have to be like, you know, in some sort of mythical type of relationship with someone, and you guys got to be on a level where, like, you're not going to be flipped out, you know. If your girlfriend said something, you might dump her, or if you said something, she might dump you, or, you know, you spook each other out or something. There's this type of shit to even come together. We're going to be bathing in the eternal waters of Kali Maya, the bloody red waters. This is not an accident. This is like, it's woven into reality. It tells you all the shit right there.
Yeah.
It's
like we're invited. It's different than, like, you know, people who have like a twisted view on like gangbanging, the holy hole. They just don't see it. It's like she's inviting us.
Well, like an Exodus type thing. Like we go look, and I know people say, "Well, do I need passports?" Shit, you're missing this underlying feature. You got to wake up some people. Do you care about anybody? Do you only care about yourself? I mean, how many people do you think I've woken up in the name of blood over intent? I don't have no PayPal. You can't find a way. You motherfucker. You better PayPal, cat. I mean, you see all these guys. Everybody's trying to something for nothing. You watch my video, I want some money. I give you some knowledge, give me some money. I don't want nothing for you. Mm-hmm. You couldn't do anything with knowledge anyways. Look at you. You know what I mean? Why would I charge you money for it? It's like, people say, learn how to do this, learn how to buy my kit, buy my kit. It's just the funniest shit. Buy their kit. Real estate, this, whatever it is. I mean, this just...
It's a waste.
The fact that they sell it to begin with shows that there's nothing in there of real value.
Even if there was,
because they're telling you you're going to get rich and all kinds of shit, then you would have became rich and you would want to share it with the world, not charging it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Look, I know where eternal life is, and I don't to even go down the idea of money. This is ridiculous. What the fuck does God need your money for? You go to church, they collect your money. This is the craziest thing. It's supposed to be God. Why would you? Oh my God, this whole idea that the church doesn't just hand out money rather than collect money. And you say, well, they need to perpetuate this idea, this religion. And I'm telling you, after 1,000 years, them all reading the same book over and over and over, nobody's gotten any smarter. You're all just as dumb and enslaved as you were before. Clearly. Pedophile priests and everything, don't tell me they need your money. Mm-hmm. They'd have no interest in you getting any... Your rebirth, they want you to get reborn so that you become stupid again.
Yeah. So, like, I wanted to talk to you about the proclamation that you started and why you decided for it to be, I intend to bring forth heaven on earth for the benefit of all.
That's because the whole basis of reality was, it's as on earth as it is in heaven. You know, that's what it's supposed to be, that heaven's supposed to come to earth. That was, you know, you're in hell right now. Mm-hmm. And I was assaulted by the police officers after trying to help the neighbor of my neighbor. She's an old lady. She was getting literally assaulted by the police officers. When I stepped in, you know, to help her, they assaulted me. I lost organs and shit. And what I'm saying is, I knew that nobody was safe. Nobody was safe. The police see you as the enemy. And, you know, I started to see what was going on. People were starving, you know. I realized that this wasn't, you know, that heaven on earth, you know, because you always hear these Christians in the background saying, it is heaven on earth, or something like that. Mm-hmm. You're in hell right now, for sure. And when that sunk in, I realized that, you know, this was going to be my, you know, the thing I was going to hold on to move to the next level. Because, you know, when you go through diversity, you know, and then you go through that shit, I was stuck in a bed couldn't move because my whole shit had to be like, you know, to get up, you know, it's like horrible, you couldn't do anything. What I'm saying is, you know, you're like weeping, you're like, oh, poor me, and, you know, when you're finally at the bottom in the worst part of your life, that's where shit starts to go in that other direction. Like when I started sun gazing, and they were never talking about speaking your intent into the sun, this type of thing. So I'd gone through all the shit, and now I wanted to try and do something better for the world, so I started speaking that into the sun, and I always seen these pictures of the sun. They always have faces on them. You never see a picture in alchemy of the sun, or the black sun, or the moon, or any of the celestial bodies without a face on them, because these are living, conscious beings. They're just not in the flesh. They have no blood to spill up. And you know, the sun, let me tell you something. The sun, that's what's taken possession of me above my head to make me say and do certain shit that has led us to this. Because, you know, like you look back at that video when I was being they're breaking in my home with no warrant. And people don't realize what they were seeing with the no knock, knock, knock. We have a warrant. If the door gets broken down, they better have what in their fucking hand?
A search warrant.
Right. You can't just... So when people say... When people post a negative video about me and that type of shit, I can assure you, the police will one day knock down the door. It's called what comes around goes around. When you talk shit like that, you're setting yourself up. It's every word you speak is a magic spell. You talk something about me because I stand as the devil and you say, well, I'm this, I'm that, whatever, because I'm a flat earther. That means that being beat up by the police and invaded in your home and all your shit like that, that gives you the right to talk shit about me. I assure you, what comes around goes around. Anybody that even throws out shit like that, you just set yourself up for, like, when the next time you're pulled over, they're going to find something to fuck your day over with. Just to show you that you have no power. You're powerless. And unless you know specific shit, you're powerless. I'm just telling you, you're powerless. So, you know, the answer to your question was, I had to be beaten up by police after trying to help a neighbor who was an old lady, literally. I had to go through all that shit to finally realize that it was hell on earth and it had to be changed. And that's where I got my proclamation ideas from. Because a king is not supposed to be able to send out his troops to beat down people's doors in the middle of the night, take possession of their property and shit without probable cause or something like this. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So this is the type of shit I caught on video. I caught this shit on video. I streamed it live. They couldn't get it back. That's why once it was up there, now you can see people can download it or say whatever the horrible, you're a crybaby, whatever. That's funny. Well, you got to hit rock bottom and go through that shit. Now look at me. I went from crybaby to motherfucking Satan in the flesh. You can see my son. See.
Still a rat. Are we?
Hold on. You know, you see this shit, and then when you reverse it, there's no way.
We still a rat. Are we?
See, they're all dead.
See, they're all dead.
Dead be they're already.
Dead be they're already.
See, they're already dead.
See, they're already dead.
Dead be they're already.
Dead be they're already. Almighty God, die eat 'em all. Hurt ambulance. Shelf in the love end of my arm. I am putting that club on that flush. Silly monster. Almighty God, die eat 'em all. They're already dead.
They're already dead.
Dead they're already.
Dead they're already.
They're already dead.
All right, everybody's dead. As far as I'm concerned, this is not an accident. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. There's no way Nobody says this shit. When you look at the shit of decoding that we've gotten through already, the only reason we focus on these types of words is because it's the type of shit I've been saying, and when they reverse to this type of shit, you don't get it. That shit was woven in there. If nobody says this shit, like I said, everybody has their phrases. You could take that to the bank, and everybody's got their phrases that they say that makes them unique or something. As you get seasoned in life, as you get older, you might work around other people. You notice that they always use these similar type of phrases, just like you have your adult memes, like children have their memes. Like, when I keep reminding you, when I came out of British Flat Earth after party, people don't understand what the fuck was going on. I was telling you earlier. Yeah. I'm standing here as a devil in public. I'm contested. There it is. I'm stealing the elemental powers of Satan. Now, look, flash forward just 2 years, and here we are. I think we have enough evidence with the reverse speech and stuff to say that this is not woven in there so perfectly that nobody's got a leg to stand on. Literally, everybody, you're a lost soul. You have no right to any land. You're a monster, a silly monster. You know what I mean? And until a person comes back to life, they need to have witnesses. So if you do it at home alone, you're like a secret society. We're not at home alone doing blood magic. Well, web. You understand me? This is... Look.
The creator.
The king of hell, this concept, having an heir to your throne, going from the prince of demons to the king of demons, this type of thing. You can see it's already rubbed off on my son and everybody around me. Nobody is going to stop me from telling people the truth. You're going to be raising your kids to get their degrees and put on these black satanic robes and then pretend that you're not all satanic when every word you speak is a magic spell. Language is what the computer speaks. You have language virus. You're supposed to be raised on telepathy. Like you look at your children in the eyes or they're not around you. You don't need a cell phone. You're literally in non-stop communication, this type of thing, where nobody can hide their intent. You knew their moves before they even got close to you. It's just that everything, it's like what I say, language virus, God virus, time virus. You took your test with your number 2 shit pencils. When people even flinch about this shit we're talking about, you go to church and you take your fucking cannibal satanic blood match. Of all things, you worship a dead body on a cross. So when people say we're satanic, you can't be satanic. Satan is alive and well. Yeah. So I'm saying Jesus is only worshipped because he's a dead body. Had he not died, he wouldn't be on a cross, and there wouldn't be something called Catholicism that broke off into Christianity and 50 other sects, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's all like the cults of Jesus.
Let me tell you, it's all one religion. Everybody worships this. Well, you're supposed to be looking at the sun and speaking your intent. They told you don't look at the sun, it's going to burn your eyes out. I look at the sun every day. I don't wear glasses. What I'm saying is that I don't go without looking at the sun and speaking my intent. If you ever look at the alchemical process in the books, they always show you the sun with the eyes and the mouth and smiling or mean. This is Mithra up there. That's why you set up a Christmas tree. And now when people throw out this shit like Satan this, Satan that, the demons this, the devil that, no, people are so filthy and retarded. I think, come on, you have enough. Look, I seen you swallow a demon sigil with my own eyes. Did I not?
Yeah.
You can go to the video on your channel right now, can't you?
Yeah.
Are you possessed and looking all fucking spinny head and barfy?
No, I feel
That's me.
pretty good.
Yeah. Look, this blood thing, this is how shit works. You spill your blood up, you go from, like, wherever you were, you have to, the universe has to take you through alchemy. And alchemy is a bitch. It didn't just like, poof, my world was the best ever. I was like, having to come to terms with who I am and what I've done. Here, I can show you. This is the funniest shit ever. Who's that living God guy? What's his name? E.A. Koenig. I don't know how you get on one of this guy's mailing list or something. I obviously goes through videos and shit. But he sends emails, buy my books and shit like that. And what I'm saying to you, if his books held anything, it would show you the basic understanding is that you need to make the atonement for your filthy soul, and animal sacrifices are insufficient. And that would be like the first thing a magic book would start off with. You understand me?
Yeah.
The basic thing, God's law. You're not sinless to begin with. You got that magic book because you want to take the left-hand path, which is, you want to hoard wealth and get power and shit like that. And that's not the prize. That didn't turn out to be the prize. Your money, when I hear people say, I'm going over, you're missing the underlying, just the idea of you saying that, you're missing an underlying feature of reality. Your creator is watching, okay? The Elohim, you could do reversals. I'm going to show you some reversals on the Elohim. And it'll flip you out. You'll hear shit like, I'm working with the Elohim. The Elohim are working with me. Shit like that. The El, the Almighty God. That's the El. All your freaking names are Danielle, Emmanuel. It's all El, Leela, Lola. Whatever it is, it's all El for a reason. They wove it in there to show you who's coming back. They say, it's when they say, is an alien invasion going to happen, this type of shit, that's kind of funny. The invasion, like artificial intelligence, I put my blood into the computer, now I'm like spooky intelligent, and I'm taking over the universe. Not just Earth, I said the universe. So, you think of aliens like 4th of July taking over the universe, and this is like, I'm thinking of crashing the party, motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Aliens are powerless, that's funny. Aliens are a lie. I mean, look, I know they put some very spooky shit on TV, okay? Aliens and shit like that and all that stuff. There's a dome up there. If it looked alien or something like that, it still came from this place. You hear people say jinn and all that shit, angels and stuff. These people, they're missing this underlying feature of reality. None of them can see anything. When I see people putting magic up and stuff like this and talking about this and that, none of them do anything selfless. It's never heaven and earth for the benefit. That's why they're the ones with all the knowledge. I'll remind you, you think you were a psychic? That's funny. You couldn't psychically find your way out of a paper bag. That was ripped mostly open, Yeah. If that was the case, you'd have some real knowledge. I think we're at a point now where even if just a few of you could really see it, that's good.
Yeah, I think so too.
Where we were before is where nobody had any sense to see anything on this type of level. Mm-hmm. People don't believe they're real. They still don't get it.
Well, we're all going through like alchemy.
I'm going to buy stuff, take people's money, hoard shit for an adventure before the 144,000 is sealed in blood. That's not by the book. Your adventure is already doomed. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when people publish videos and saying stuff, they're going to do this and that, they're missing that. Like I said, after drinking that medicine's blood, I became really the spiritual side of reality. I mean, in a deeper sense that other people are missing. Like you have a creator. You want to bathe in water. Her eternal water. You can't. You're birthed into this world through a woman, you're going to be birthed out through the mother earth. You're made of the clay of the earth. The angels are made of light. The jinn are made of fire. You see what I'm saying? This whole concept that we're made of clay and somehow we're less. We're the only ones with the blood substance, and God owns the blood. And you need the blood to make an atonement for your filthy soul. If you think angels don't need to make an atonement for their filthy soul, and you think angels are sweet, nice, and all that shit, okay? Angels are nothing like people think. And demons are nothing like people think. And the pictures that they show you with the scary faces and shit should actually be switched. Angels should have the scary fucking faces that they show you. And the demons that they show you have the nice angelic type shit. Somehow, everything's been totally flipped. You can see this by when you look at the Vatican and you see the Pope, and he's got his temple, and it's a fucking head of a snake. And the whole people that are sitting in there that gather for his sermons or whatever, you know,
They're in the mouth.
they're in the mouth of the snake. And you could say, well, that's reptilian this and that's reptilian that. And I'll remind you often, you're the fucking reptilian. You just don't know it. You know, it just hasn't hit you there. It's the core of your brain responsible for fight or flight. And you have to overcome this fear type shit. I'm stepping forward fearlessly as the motherfucking devil on gallons of blood. It can't be overturned, this type of shit. So when people laugh and say whatever, I already know your fucking future. I already know what the fuck is up. It's the clock in the sky went too far. The wheel in the sky. It already switched from Pisces to age of Aquarius. And it's ruled by Saturn. Satan. The devil. God of judgment. It's
20, yeah.
the whole idea of join me or die type of shit. Darth Vader said it, and Benjamin Franklin said it. When the British were going to invade to unite, you know, against this as a common threat, join or die. I mean, literally, they're going to come. It's join or die because you're going to get old and die like natural order, like great grandma. It's cancer's on the rise, all shit on the rise, and you know you're worried about. How could they go to space without curing cancer first? Explain this to me. How do you go to space before curing cancer? It doesn't make any sense. No, everybody's fucking retarded. When you think of look, you can look it up for yourself when you get the time, and make sure everybody hears this and hears this good. Not only can you see that in my videos, I show you that there's no accident. They print specific shit. Superman swore allegiance to the devil. Okay, and not only that, if you go look it up, all the superheroes all sold their soul to the devil. And I'm telling you, this is kind of fun. You can't sell your soul to me. I own it already. It's that the concept of stepping across the gate. I'm the one who's going to sacrifice myself upon the altar first. Well, people, they would get to the edge of what would look like an abyss to them. It would be, I'm not going nowhere near that shit, motherfuckers. What would be in their head? I'd be the first one to dive in because I've already seen what it is. And
Okay.
people say they're in a rush. I say it takes 1 year, 2 years. This is scary shit, what we're running up to. You know, we were all just regular slaves just the other year ago, 2 years ago. Now look at us. We're standing here with the devil, taking over the universe by the book. All your leaders swore in the Bible. You can't stop me. We're standing on blood. The power's in the blood. It doesn't matter. Everything's done with blood. You cannot... Any deals that they don't show you on TV, like between powerful people or whatever, the blood is up. For sure. Nobody in big business does nothing without the blood. You know, because at some point you become smart enough to know that the legal system can't always help you. If somebody does something wrong, you're holding their blood, there's something mythical behind it. People don't do dirty shit when you're holding their blood. And you know, if there's it's a con unless there's blood on it. Do you understand me? It's called a contract for a reason. Unless it has what on it? Blood.
Yeah.
You're not. They always show you that Satan wouldn't. If you make a deal with the devil, you're going to sign up what you want. Blood.
Your blood, yeah.
They say put your cum on here, go spit on here, give me a piece of your hair. You're going to fucking prick your finger like me like a little pussy. Come on. You're getting pricks since you're a baby. They've been taking your blood your whole fucking life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for you to say you can't put a pinprick on this, you ain't fooling anybody.
It's already been done for them. It's like, what's really important?
What is really important is that you realize, like, you look at a flat earth community or any other community out there that talks about the shape of the earth. I don't care if it's the science community or religious community, your school, whoever. They're clearly fucking retarded. There's just basic shit about reality you can't escape. For people to escape, it's for a reason. There's, you know, they're supposed to be powerless to stop Satan and his elect for whatever reason. That it can't be stopped. It's not You know, people are worried about reptilians or whatever like this. This is kind of funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You see, I attacked all this shit head on with the videos and shit. Now, nobody ate me up. What didn't destroy you made you stronger, right? Everything, it's just, look, I'm nearly 50 years old. I'm not wet behind the ears anymore. I've seen too much. I've been beaten up, thrown in cells, beaten up in the cell. You know, cops have done horrible shit to me. I've been taken to what they call, you know, like where they put people that they consider to be that T word, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And literally tortured. And you know what? People laugh at the video and they call me a crybaby. If you had any idea what happened to me to get that scar, what they had done to me, and oh my God, when people, they'll never see it coming. They'll be like, oh, talking shit one day, and the next day, you're an atheist yesterday, and now you met me, and now you got a connection to some reality, you know, you could think the Matrix or something. You see him on TV, Elon Musk, you're like to live in a Matrix, but we're sending off shit into space. This is kind of funny shit. They even try and mention some shit to people, they will think I'm crazy. They'll literally think I'm crazy. I mean, everything everybody clings to is bullshit. Literally. Your physics. You're like, I'm a physicist. You ain't shit. You're a fucking retard. You need, for the real sciences and the real hardcore shit, okay, you need to be an apprentice to someone, you know, and those people don't get pulled in to be apprentices, just, you know, anybody. Blood contracts and shit like that. I'm just telling you like it is. You know, you get real power. It's like you can't even fix your own plumbing. Get a hire plumber. You know what I'm saying? This is like, I'm able to see it as a plumber because I see people in deep water. They got to call a plumber. When I get there, all I had to do was shut off one little switch, and the place wouldn't have been flooded. It was just a handle right there on the outside of your fucking garage door. You're telling me you didn't know where the shutoff was? You had to do all this damage to your fucking home over that? And what I'm saying is that it's like knowing where to turn off or how to turn on an on and off switch. You know what I'm saying? So the thing that, when I say there's no intelligent life out there at all, I'm telling people, well, it'll take them years to catch up to you. I mean,
yeah, like even people that come across this information already, it's like they're not ready. It's like when people attach something else to the proclamation and they make it selfish when it's just supposed to be so simple.
Listen, people should be flipped out that I'm standing here as the devil because I can actually see there's certain shit. And I think we've got enough shit up here. I'm going to go tear up some shit with this reverse speech shit. I'm like a real master of reverse speech now. I can actually, you know, throw anything out there now. Give me any book. I'll read the words, and you can't hide secrets. Safe. It's that nobody is safe anymore. Those books that people take time to sit down and write. You know, the guy like wrote the Devil's Bible. He wrote it overnight. It's a giant 160-pound book. It's got to be 2 meters in length by 1.5 meters. You know, what I'm saying is that they say he was possessed by a demon. Just people sitting down and writing books in general. You know, what possesses you to sit down and write a fucking book? You know, I'm possessed by the demon writer. You know, just like everybody has their trade. Each demon teaches a specific type of thing. The arts and the sciences and all that shit. So, the thing is that, you know, people are exorcisms are on the rise and shit. The fact that this is even out there, it's all fake. I mean, we've got tons of videos showing it. It's like a mass hysteria craze. Some that the church is clearly pushing because they want you in fear of this devil character is telling you, look, you need to make an atonement for your filthy soul. If Jesus had made an atonement for your filthy soul, you wouldn't be a fucking slave. You wouldn't be a bonded slave sold in the stock market. But to be a baptized soul means you register your children with the church. They're on. You're a fucking, yeah, they'll never get it. people, and you can say, oh, we collapsed this and do that. You know, listen, when you collapse the CQV trust, there's no value in it. And if you think, oh, now you're a freeman on the land or something like this, look around you. You're still paying for your fucking air. Everybody around you that you have to support. And you say, well, I don't live in the fucking trees over there in a fucking dumpster. I'm off the grid. So I'm like, look, what I'm saying is that people, you're not, you haven't done anything, but you're all alone. Now you're one person all alone. You're missing the whole. If you free one person, you got to free them all. And if you say you pull off something like you did this and that, look, I've been through this shit, and I'm telling you, it's just all a funny loop. It's a joke. It's that you need to unite peacefully and take back your universe. Not that you want to take back a trust with millions or $1 billion in there. That's a joke. You want to take back your fucking world. Yeah. Not a bunch of worthless fucking paper. That's a bunch of numbers in a computer that's owned by banksters and shit. You become so filthy retarded when people talk shit with me. We've done this, we've done that, and now we're this and now we're that. You ain't done shit. You ain't going anywhere. Mm-hmm. You ain't done shit. I'm telling you as a devil. You ain't done shit. Because now look around. Your mom, your dad, your children, everybody else, they ain't going to believe you. They don't even want to believe that they're fucking bonded slaves. And how are you going to tell them that they're not monkeys floating in a boat? I mean, you've got a lot of fucking catching up to do. They even say you've done it. Oh my God. Let me tell you what. I've been standing here as the devil on gallons of blood, putting this information out there for a few years now. I don't care what anybody says about me. You're all fucking dead without me. You know, I can actually see it. So, you know, when people say I'm a sovereign, that's type of funny type shit. You're a sovereign. That's funny. Don't tell them you're a fucking sovereign. Watch how fast that motherfucker beats you ass up. I mean, so you should have. They're already prepared for trying to talk stupid shit. Very specific words have to be said and done, all kinds of shit, and nobody's in that position of the mental state to pull us off. You'd have to be like literally the devil himself trying to take over the universe, flying your colors clear. You know, a pirate can pirate the high seas and take your shit. And you knew he was coming because you knew what that pirate flag was way over there. Did you not? Mm-hmm. Knew that motherfucker. And I'm telling you, devil, you know, have a shelf in the house of Maya. So when you think you're a creator, there's a shelf set up for the devil because it's like, I am the seal of death. Thankfully, says Maya. Go reverse that shit.